Sorry if part 2 didn't load. I'm not sure, it just said that it's still processing. So... I'm just gonna continue where I left off, and if number 2 doesn't start, I'll just redo it, okay? She ran into the kitchen to see a huge hole where the stove used to be. "What did you do?" she asked. "Never mix chemicals with flame." Later, after Blaze and I got soot off of all our clothes. "Great, now how are we gonna make dinner?" Jen yelled. We looked at each other, then at Blaze. "Oh no. Oh yes. Oh shit. You get the ropes, I'll light the fire." Then we attacked him. Later, Uncle came home and walked into the kitchen. He stopped in his tracks. There he saw a giant hole in the side of his house, and his nieces turning a teenage boy on a skillet. "Din Din is ready," I said, turning the skillet. "Wait, it needs more sauce," Jen yelled, and poured hot sauce on Blaze. "Let me down! My buttocks is burning! You're spinning me too fast, I'm gonna puke!" Now, be in mind that in this story, when I say skillet, I mean spit. Like a spit that you put a pig on. I just use skillet because it worked better with the song. But it does mean spit, okay? Don't get me wrong. I started singing. "Joy to the world, the Blaze is for dinner. Yum, 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 yum. What happened to his body? We tied it to a skillet. Round and round he goes, round and round he goes, round and round he goes." Our uncle just started laughing. So let me get this, this is later by the way. So let me get this straight. You blew up the stove and started cooking Blaze. Yep. Were you actually planning on eating him? Me and Jen answered at the same time. Nope, yes. Blaze looked at me horrified. We took him off the skillet. We took him off the spit, but he was still tied to the pole like Jack Sparrow. "What?" he exclaimed. "You wanted to eat me?" He said it more like a statement than a question, though. "Yes," I simply said. "So you used a spit?" our uncle asked. "Well, Jen wanted to use the stove, but I said he was too big to fit in it, plus I already blew that up." "Liz, what am I going to do with you?" "I know a good mental institute," Blaze said. Now this is later back at our own house. Jen was on the couch, I was on the other one. Happy 17th birthday, Jenny," Blaze yelled. "It's my birthday." "It's my birthday?" she asked. Lizzie rolls off the couch on the floor. "Ow." Blaze. "Nice." Lizzie. "We have our beady bash today." Blaze. "Oh joy." Lizzie dances. Jenny, while eating. "I have my big date with Jazz today." Lizzie. "Use protection." After getting ready, Jenny's like, "Please behave, you guys." And Blaze is like, "We'll see." Doorbell. "That's him." Opens the door. Jazz is like, "Hey, baby." "Hi. You look hot." Blaze just glares at him. Aww. Blaze. "You be careful with our little girl." Lizzie. "They grow up so fast." Fake crying on Blaze's shoulder. Shut up. "Man, your parents are strict." Jen and Jazz start making out. Blaze clears his throat. Oops. Later. The party had already started, and I was talking to my friend Shay when I noticed Blaze leaving. He looked worried. I just shrugged it off and figured he was just in one of his moods. Shay was talking about this new switchblade she got from her dad. Shay had raven black hair that was bleached blonde at the tips. Her bleached bangs covered her right eye. She was the goth emo type. I guess that's why I got along with her so well. I guess at some point, I am somewhat emo and goth myself. I wear black most of the time. Tonight I was wearing a black corset top with pink lace, a dark denim miniskirt, high knee Converse, and a cute little pink bow in my hair. Dancing is fun. I love to watch the bright disco ball illuminate the dance floor. I was doing that right now, actually. My thoughts were interrupted when I overheard the conversation of two girls. I told Shay I'd be right back and ran upstairs. Jen was back early, and something was wrong. Jen, are you okay? I said as I opened our bedroom door. I stopped abruptly. Jen had her shirt tucked out. Weird, because when she left it was tucked in. Her hair was messed up, and her shirt was on sideways. I'd have thought she, have had a great time. Then I noticed her red puffy eyes. Blaze was comforting her. She told me that Jazz has gone too far. I said, "What the hell is too far? You could have gotten laid. Why'd you pass that up?" I saw her tear up. I gave her a hug. I guess I would have done the same, I admitted. She called Blaze as soon as it happened. He did quite a number on him, judging by the blood on his hands. I smiled to myself. I had ended the party early and went to go drink my Coke up in the old treehouse. I put the soda can in my bra so that I could climb the rope ladder. I swung my legs over the edge. I sensed someone behind me. I turned around to find Pat, one hand behind his back. I smiled at him. "I come bearing gifts," he said, and shoved a pack of Skittles in my face. I laughed and we shared them. He had his arm around me as we gazed up at the stars. This is nice, I thought. I wonder how he could be friends with someone like Jazz. Can you get that personality of Liz here? She's more or less a whore, but has good intentions. That night, I was staring at my reflection in the vanity mirror, just studying myself. Blonde hair that went down to my mid-back with black highlights, big innocent brown eyes. I was pretty, I guess. I'm not as great as my sister, at least. She was smarter, nicer, and more approachable than I was. She had that can-do attitude. I looked over at my sister lying in bed. We looked identical, apart from the hair. It was basically the same, except she had black and red highlights. She shuddered, and I noticed that she was crying in her sleep. I laid down beside her in her bed and wrapped my arms around her. I couldn't stand to see her like this. She's my best friend. Jazz was going to pay. And, yeah, that's all on TJV14 if you want to see her side of the story. And there's more to that, what I just read on Love K95 on Quizilla. Be in mind that this was written a while ago, which is why it's not written to its best ability. Alright? So, yeah.